Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is 9 p.m. CST on a Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. What up? We're back with Final Fantasy XIV. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell? Alad, you didn't do Void Arc. Why did you do Void Arc? It's because, you need at minimum 2 other people to do that with. So, I can't do it. So we're just moving on to Stormblood. Sorry. Hi, hello, Unlucky. How are you? Yeah, we're not doing Void Arc, we're just going into Stormblood. That'll be okay. It's been a while since we've done Final Fantasy XIV MSQ. I think it was in August. Basically, a guy turned into a big dragon, fought a giant robot, it exploded, and now there's a war going on. That's basically it. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Also, it is taking me way longer to get through the Evil Within work than I thought it would. I just got to the second stream today. I'm going to have to reevaluate how I'm working on it. Because I don't know if, I don't know if at that rate I could keep up. With how many streams? Is it even going to happen on the live stream? Likely. It has not happened yet today. Yeah, I've been working on it all week. I'm like an hour into the video. And like 3 hours into the recording. I don't even know if it'll be any good. The Elvis machine loves to peep on the live streams. Yes, it does. It loves to get attention. You're a needy little freezer, aren't you? Yeah, it is. I might, abandon the full, like, edit concept for a stream highlight concept. And bring out, like a couple clips out of it. It's like those cats that meow for attention, but instead of meow, it beeps, yeah. And I answer in kind. I'll beep back at it sometimes. Like I meow at my cat whenever she meows at me. I've gotten pretty good at understanding her rhythm. So I will anticipate her meows and meow as soon as she meows. She doesn't like that very much. Yep. Wow. Sorry, anyway. I'm a little bit tired today. So I'm easily distracted. My cat, and she always meows in front of my room when I'm trying to sleep, so I go meow back to her. Meow. 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 My cat, will sit next to me and meow when I'm trying to sleep. And it's really annoying because she's trying to get, like, my attention so that I'll grab her and pick her up. But she can literally get up to where I sleep on her own. She just refuses to. So to show that I'm not happy that I'm being woken up late at night, one must express your displeasure. Anyway, before we play the actual... Before we get into the actual game, before we jump in, we got a intro video to watch. So, let's just jump into it, shall we? Watch me fly. Welcome back. To Final Fantasy XIV. Ignore Shadowbringers. We will be watching Stormblood. Alright. You all ready? Here we go. The war is on. Let us go. Ugh. Dun dun. Hell yeah. Y'all ready? For loading time. You gotta give me a second to set up whenever we get in here. Because I gotta do some button presses, so give me 1 second. The server is currently congested. Whoa. Someone get it some Mucinex. Whoa. How y'all doing? Oh, wait, we're going in. We're going in. We are exactly where I left off. All right. Well, bam. Let's see. We go to New Game Plus. We're beginning Stormblood, Part 1. With the vaunted warrior of light marching beside them, the men and women of the Eorzean Alliance prepare to liberate Ala Mhigo. They land conquered by the Garlean Empire 20 years ago. Meanwhile, in the Far East, the freedom fighters of the fallen nation of Doma struggle to rekindle the fires of hope in their countrymen. Commence. I am not allowed to do it from here, apparently. How do I get to the rising stones? Maybe I can do it from in there. Or can I do it from here? Commence? Commence? There you go. All right. I believe we're going right in here. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Ba-bum, ba-dum. Yep, we gotta talk to Alpha now. One second, there we go. Let's talk to some people, though. Home. Back in the Far East, we treat pack pain with a long soak in a hot spring. What say you to a short journey, Isildur? I'm told the waters at Camp Bronze Lake are famous for their healing properties. At last, I was able to rise from my sick bed, but the pain when I tried to take up my axe. Oh, what a sad old man I have become. Oh, man. Somebody get that guy some vapor rub. Yep, indeed. How you doing, DJ Knight? Welcome. Real. Things are heating up in Ala Mhigo. We can't afford to lose track of the trouble what might be brewing in the rest of the realm. Don't you worry, though. I'll be keeping an ear to the ground, my nose in the air, and one eye on the horizon.
The Scions will be spread thin in the coming days, so Real and I are discussing assignments. I may have to reorganize my filing system.
Thank you, Tataru. Taru. Alize. If all proceeds to plan, we should be receiving word soon that Alliance forces have secured Baelsar's wall. Until then, however, we can but ensure that we are ready to move on the moment we hear the news. Evamy? Lady Flamin? I sent her outside to enjoy a quiet cup of tea. Much has happened these past moons, and we can all use a rest every now and again. Oh my god, squad fight. Kultene. Though it might be simpler to surrender to despair, I have chosen to resume my studies in the arcane. I have received much wisdom from Papa Limo, and I would put his advice into practice. Clemens. My sister has the most curious ideas about courtship. A fine showing, brother. But you have yet to outpace Daenor. I've made a fool of myself on our last mission. I will show him what I'm made of. Come now, Hori. Is that the best you've got? Should the Archons be called away to Kirapanya, it will fall to us to deal with the Scion's usual obligations, and thus we must remain in peak condition. Let me in. You know, I've never seen squats performed this way. Aren't you supposed to keep your back, like, straight? Not that I'd know. She said she sent Flamin out, though. I wonder if Flamin's actually out here and if we can talk to her. Oh, Flamin. Maybe. Patayun. Brangwine. I don't know, I think Flamin. Oh, there she is. Hey there. Revenant's toll has expanded so quickly. My, how the days do roll past while our minds are focused on other things. It used to be just like a little camp down there by the Aetheryte. Now it's this big old keep with all of these random walls and towers that don't exist. Let's go, Quentin. Yeah. Back in to the Rising Stones. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Is there anyone in the solar? You are for something else. I'll see you later. You're not relevant to our current situation. Alrighty, anyway, let's actually begin now. Beyond the Great Wall, Alvino is a man with a great deal on his mind.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Ala Mhigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Ala Mhigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Ala Mhigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Ala Mhigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am! You know I'd like nothing more!
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
As if you have to ask.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there. I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Quest accepted. All right. We are preparing for war then. Hey, Lys. So it's finally happening. Don't tell anyone, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Only a bit, mind. I'll be fine once we get going. Hopefully.
You remember Mhigo, don't you? The messenger who brought word of the Griffin's attack on Baelsar's wall? Well, she left not long ago, having made a full recovery. If you see her in Gyr Abania, be sure to send my love.
Wait, Mhigo? I actually kind of do remember that. Them. Oh my god, I have to talk. Everyone's moved. Yet again. What will become of our homeland? I know not what to think of this endeavor. Were I 10 years younger, nay, 5, I would not hesitate to join Lady Yukiri and Lord Gosetsu in their fight for freedom. Poor old man. I don't know, take up like a craft, if you want to help. Otherwise, just hang out. Even Tataru has her limits, so I have taken it upon myself to assist her in managing communications with various organizations and our members in the field. Riel and the others are counting on us for our support, after all. You are ready, Shadow Walker. There can be no turning back once we depart. Almost. There is but one thing that remains undone. Bonka? Minfilia would have given anything for a chance to liberate her homeland. Were she still with us, I know she'd be the one leading the way. There's no going back once we cross this bridge, and the gods only know what awaits us on the other side. Aye, aye, Captain. You can count on us. In our absence, Oriange and Thancred will handle administrative affairs. Continue to coordinate your operations with Alian and the others, and report to them directly should you receive word of primal activity. Even as bit players, they show such passion, such fervor. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be a bit player too. Or better yet, play with their... Ayo? Oh, I'm sorry. I mispronounced your name. Ainor? Terrible joke. Sister! Please, you never know who might be listening. And more importantly, we have our own mission to attend to, and if you're too busy thinking such thoughts, you're liable to get us both killed. The horny will be our doom.
Well said, Hori. Every man to his purpose, and we must not doubt ours. Spirits, Coltene, spirits! Even if we are not more than bit players in their tale, we must do our utmost to support the senior scions, and Weeble most of all.
Thank you.
Eh?
I'm up the skirt. All the way through.
Babalimo's absence will be keenly felt for some time. Would that we had the strength to aid others in his stead.
Go level up. It couldn't be that hard, right? Alright, let's get moving. This ain't gonna be voice acted, I can tell.
Ready, my friend?
Shit.
Well then, Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
I can't believe I was wrong about the voice acting. I am a fool.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Ala Mhigan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home. I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
We'll be seeing you later. after we make a little pit stop in a different country. And by pit stop, I mean a whole section. Whoa, okay, we're suddenly no longer voice acted. Alright, so the Domans are going home, and we're going to Ala Mhigo. Alright. 1,000 malms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Nodders.
Wait, not just yet. I know I'd forgotten something important. Please, could you come with me?
Me? What, now? Alright then, if you insist.
Yippee!
I like how the Archon symbol totally looks like a Sheikah eye. I mean, there's only so many designs you can do with an eye. New drip. Yo, sick. What do you think?
As you can see, I decided to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lee's.
Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist, and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. Seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. You probably will have to.
I'm glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels.
Be seeing you. Then onward to Girabania. Our first step will be at Amursay's spire in the East Shroud. That little tiny tower right outside the wall? I remember. You know what? I should dress the part too. Whabam! I am now monk. Alright, to the East Shroud. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-da-da-dum. Come, Quentin. Away! I like how this is our watch post. I mean, it is, you know, mostly inconspicuous if it wasn't for all of the people standing around it in the giant fire. I won't let you down, Papalimo. I promise. Papalimo had to know it would only be temporary. If Grandfather couldn't contain Bahamut with the power of 1,000 prayers, then what chance did his disciples stand armed with only a broken staff? Wow. I mean, you right. Minion swap. Dinosaur. I will name you Sarah. Was it always his plan to sacrifice his life to complete the ritual? To bring forth the arbiter of his vengeance, but not to remain to see the aftermath? Lou Griffin? Yeah. That guy literally just wanted everything to blow up. His main goal is to blow up. Though it may not be apparent to the naked eye, the ether here is in turmoil. Not since the calamity has this land been subjected to the forces of the magnitude unleashed by Shinryu and Omega. Everything fucking exploded. Alright. All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer there that we wish to proceed into Girabania. The officer, I would like to proceed into Girabania. Ah, the Scions of the 7th Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Proceed to Castromorians? Yes. Girabania. The Fringes. We had to roll out the entire world map for this. This is going to be a big journey.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
And thus we officially begin. Oh boy. Y'all ready to start some shit? Because we're going to be starting all of the shit. We'll be stirring it as well. Now, while I'm here, wish I could just press enter in order to fix everything. Wish repair all could really repair all and I didn't have to cycle through everything, but whatever. Relbon! My boy! So this is the East End. Not too different from the rest of the Shroud, is it? Though, truth be told, I'm not sure why I thought it would be. It looks considerably drier than the Shroud. I mean, you can see the sky pretty easily. You see the colors of so many nations. Lim Solomonsa, Gridania, Ul'dah, and now Ishgard. Well nigh brings a tear to my eye. We have so much to be proud of, Weeble. I was going to say something, and then I noticed that all of their little board guys look like butt plugs. And now that's what I can't stop thinking about. The General is in high spirits, don't you think? I know the feeling. The Alliance has done well to repurpose these Imperial facilities for their own use so quickly. I mean, I imagine they're pretty used to it at this point, as many abandoned Imperial forts as there are. Quite an atmosphere here, isn't there? Everyone seems to be on pins and needles. No one can hardly blame them, given recent events. Hip. I've been so anxious to do battle with the Garleans, I sometimes find myself tightly gripping the hilt of my blade without realizing it. Perhaps that is to blame for the blisters of my hand. Nibbenpa? We recently seized a suit of Magitech armor from Baelsar's wall. Until we've completed its examination, civilians are not permitted inside. Not even adventurers. What are you? Investigating. Is it a Deathclaw? Anyway, let's talk to our boy. Relbon. It is good to see you.
My turn. Greetings, scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castromorians.
Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then?
None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them. But we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on their doorstep. And Garlemald is not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered.
It was a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make. And now we are bound by it, for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us?
As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Ala Mhigan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance.
Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear.
Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Ha! Of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine.
Master Garland, what brings you here?
Oh, you know, Imperial shit. A certain missing Allegan weapon and Draconic Primal. Omega and... Shinryu, I think the shinobi called it? Anyway, we've been studying the Trail of Destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere. Which it has singularly failed to do. Then 'tis like Omega to fall to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged a stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Girabania, we'll need their blessing.
Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking.
Nodders. Nodders. Nodders.
Complete.
Ba 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 ba. Keep to the north and cross upstream. The Black Bridge belongs to the Garleans, for now.
If anyone can determine the fate of Shinryu and Omega, it's Master Garland. For now, let us remain focused on our current mission. The bridge over the Velodina River has always held great strategic importance, hence the Garleans' decision to transform it into a fortified installation. Needless to say, we will not be crossing there.
What's up, Weeble? What's up, Frogomika?
Little hard to read that font.
How are you?
Cryo, I do hope you're not thinking about running off to help Master Garland. It's not your duty to solve all of the world's problem, you know.
You got the name, correct me if I'm wrong. You were correct, it's Weeble Wobble.
That's the little guy. I can do that. Yep, Weeble Wobble.
Hello.
Were Omega not a threat to us all, its effectiveness in subduing draconic foes would seem almost admirable. But such weapons are doomed to be misused. Let us pray we never have need of its services again. Let us pray Ishgard never learns of its existence. Or else the war might start again. Again. I don't know why I was going to the repairman. I've done literally nothing. Talk to me, Lise. Lise takes the lead. Lise is eager to leave Castra Morians. As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralgar's Reach, an old temple to the east of here across the Velodina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. But you disappeared. Da-da-dum! That's okay. Quentin can get me there just fine. And I'll even just fly over there. Fuck it. Oh, it's just right here. Howdy, everybody. At the risk of upsetting the cartographic fraternity, I can't help observing that the East End depends entirely on one's perspective. I mean, people don't even think of it as Gridania anymore, do they? I certainly won't because it's not in Gridania's zone. They call it the East End because it marks the end of the Black Shroud. Note the sparser vegetation. On your guard. The Imperials know these lands better than we. But not better than Lys, probably. It's so quiet. Almost as though the Imperials haven't been here for quite some time. You think it's because of the giant walking trees? Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Continue following Lys. Easy enough. Should I change? Should I change Quentin? What should we wear? You know what? Flyer. Oh, I really gotta close that? I don't have more of it? Never mind. I can turn him into a dog. Now let's do Wild Rose. Here we go. New outfit for a new realm. Away, Quentin, away! 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 This town's a wretched curse. We should not linger out here in the open. Shtola's right. We need to cross before the Imperials spot us. We're probably already spotted, if I'm being honest. See, brother? Nothing to worry about. Though no one would blame you for donning your buoyancy aids just in case. At a glance, it certainly seems shallow enough. We can Alphino not swim? Wonka? I don't see any soldiers. Good. Let's cross. Ladders? You're wondering about the tower to the south. Yeah, the thing is fucking huge. It's part of the Castellum Velodina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. What if I go up there and cast Fire 3? I've accidentally summoned a dog instead of Quentin. You know what? That's okay. Speed and do. Man, what the hell is this thing? Fucking terrifying is what it is. A Gagana. A lesser Gagana. Dara? Well, there was a war here. Well, yeah, there was a war everywhere, dumbass. There was a fight here. Recently. That shit is still on fire. Alright. Are we there yet? Are we there yet, Papa Smurf? So the reach lies beyond. But I do not see a path. Secret tunnel! And we didn't run afoul of even a single patrol. What a pleasant surprise. And that there were no surprises. These did well. It is reassuring. Look at you, leading our little group. It's almost like you're a leader or something. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Rhalgr's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some sort of trick to this. What do your cat eyes show you? Indeed. A glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before going in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and, don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. We're really just using a glamour dispeller? And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Secret tunnel! Let us pray that they are amenable to our proposal. United, we stand to accomplish so much more. Impressive or no, 20 years is a long time for even so complex a glamour to escape the Empire's notice. Odds are they're just not looking that hard. They probably don't care. I suppose you could disguise almost anything with a glamour prism if you really wanted to. Have you ever used one? Why, am I asking? Of course you haven't. You get to the Cloud District often? What am I saying? Of course you don't. Seeing it now, I feel rather foolish for not having deduced it earlier. All clear. Let's go, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! I wonder if I could have just walked through that. I mean, it is just a glamour, right? Glamorous. Shh.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Rhalgr's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Ala Mhigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
Hello, everybody. Conrad, Mefrid, Monago. Where do all I guess all of the unimportant guys just left. It's hard to feel at ease with that giant statue looking down on you. Rhalgr, the lightning god of destruction. I believe he is the umbral lightning deity. This temple was once home to the Fist of Rhalgr, as I recall. Yes, there is no mistaking that statue. Ordinarily, I'd shudder at the thought of armed rebels tramping about in an ancient temple of immense historical importance. But Rhalgr is the Breaker of Worlds, so it seems rather appropriate, if anything. Break my shit, it's awesome! A deity whose property the destruction of is considered worship. It's a very interesting concept. It's like the god of atheism. A deity whose worship is expressed in not worshipping him. Fascinating. A massive, 9 perceptible glamour encompassing the entire valley. I see now how the settlement was able to escape the watchful eyes of Imperial airships. What, is there like a cover above us, then? Is that what that implies? It's good to see Nago up and moving again. I wasn't there when she headed home, so I naturally assumed she'd left too soon. Always overdoing it, that one.
A pleasure to see you again. And to cry all in your stola, without whose help I might not be standing here today. At least, not so soon.
Oh, so you really came. I never thought I'd see you here. But I'm glad. I'm glad.
You don't sound very glad. Why do no Highlanders have eyebrows? Huh. Anyway. Conrad.
You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Hello, hello, Conrad. I'm just checking to see if the dialogue had changed. The promise of a new beginning. Conrad knows the purpose of your visit. And would like to give you a proper welcome.
Now, I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. And I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
I cannot fly here.
Battle chocobos. Oh my god, it's Houdini. They're purple chocobos. I should paint Quentin purple. I should paint him lavender.
It is my favorite color, after all.
Bum. Is that shaped like a rhino? Oh my god, it is. Rhino house. Interesting.
Karma!
Faster! Be quick or be dead. The Imperials will show you no mercy. We got snake people here. Cool. Where'd all my friends go? We plan operations here when we're not entertaining important guests like yourselves.
When first we met back in the Shroud, I took you for just another adventurer. By Rolger, I still can't believe how far you've come.
Alright, this is not going to be voice acted.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters.
I've lost the bet again. I need to... Every time I say that, it'll be voice acted. Alright, bye.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us. to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Mhigo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger, it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Ala Mhigo resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
We definitely don't want you to die in our stead. That's not something the Eorzean Alliance has ever made anyone do. Bum bum. Excuse me for standing on the desk.
To be honest, I already know I want us to work together. But we've still got to talk it over with everyone.
We'll need to call the other senior members together before we can make a decision.
So, the Gridanians are finally willing to fight, eh? Yeah, the war is on. Besides, we kinda got to because, you know, Shinryu and Omega, war's coming. Can't imagine that they would refuse. But if they did, so they would have us wait. Very well. Pabalimo and I weren't entirely honest with you. Though we were sheltered in Little Ala Mhigo first, we spent most of our time here working with Conrad and his people. But you probably guessed at the moment I led you to the Reach, didn't you? Well, yeah, I assumed you'd been working with the Resistance at multiple times. I doubt this is the only place you've worked as well. It's not as though we have to stand around here indefinitely, do we? A haven for the bold. Alvino is pondering how to make best to make use of your leisure. Go fuck up some Ala Mhigan shit, or not Ala Mhigan, Garlean shit. Oh, there we go. Let's go blow up some Imperial hardware. So, it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time.
Forgive me. You are free to look around Rolger's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances.
Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that.
Nodders?
Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wherever so we will, eh? Wheresoever, even. I like the sound of that.
Nodders?
Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Weeble.
A tour?
Great. Let's get started. A tour from the big lady herself. Honestly, this place would be a great valley to live in. You got water, Not much in the way of vegetation, but there's a couple areas with it. It's shaded. I think it would be very nice. I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Ala Mhigan Highlanders like me, but the truth is that we don't even account for half. You're a Highlander? We've got Hell's Guard from all the way over by the Spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some beastmen, well, beast women, I suppose, like that one over there. She's an Ananta. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Ananta make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shape you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Rhalgr, shall we? Big man with a lightning spear. Kinda looks like a Vajra. You know, given the South Asian aesthetics, probably is a Vajra. The Bloodstorm. But Blood of Storm. Really, you named it the Bloodstorm? Interesting. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The Breaker of Worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me stories, the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th Astral Era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Girabania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. For no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Storm of blood of our fighting brothers. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the Fist of Rhalgr. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through in the end. Sorry, that was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. You know, your sister sounds really cool. Whoop. Quentin, no! I can't believe he fucking drowned. Wait, can I dive here? Negatory. Meat lip. Hello. You watch yourselves around these chocobos. They're trained for combat, so they're a bit more aggressive than your average bird. They are punch bows. Say hello to your larger cousin, Quentin. They're very pretty. Battle birds. It's like battle bots, but with birds. Baronard. Bastard's got me in the shoulder.
I've still got the strength to stand on the battlefield, but I'm no good to anyone like this.
Find a white mage. Oh, hey. You two are come to inspect their facilities. As you can see, they have done well to set aside this much space, but their supplies are insufficient. We examined the patients and offered what assistance we could. However, for many of their injuries, time and bed rest are the only effective treatments. Oh my god, is that Ilberd? Oh, he's got a different face. Orella? Seville? Germany wounded, too little medicine, too much to worry about. So I don't. Instead, I pray every day for the fighting to end. Not today. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. See ya. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Aetheryte is in a cave. It's like Gul'dah. They got it in a building. You know, I kind of wanted. I should probably finish the actual game, but I have a desire to do another hardcore run. Change the rules so that I can fast travel, though. When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design dating back decades to when the Fist of Rhalgr was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the Settlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. Already did. Oh my god. The Aetheryte is flat. Neat. Bum, 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 bum. Switch sticks. Ah, excellent. They've no shortage of settlers here should we have need of their services. Hardly surprising. Where there is war, there is profit to be had. I don't know what a settler is. I'll be honest. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks have got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphino and Alize are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? Are you talking about them like they're not... like they can't hear you? If you need to buy anything, now might be a good time. Is Sutler a war profiteer then? Like wartime merchants? Is that what that means? Wartime merchants? Maybe. A bargain struck. Alize is nodding approvingly at the Sutlers. It sounds like a name. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants. They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble, aye, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch your stolen cryo, so if you'd like to follow me. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let us see the verdict. We'll begin once the others arrive. Sorry to have kept you waiting, but the matters such as these demand due deliberation. You think it's going to be a help us out type deal? Do jobs for us and we'll work for you.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Ala Mhigan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Mhigo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Is it blowing shit up? Alright. So we're recruiting new people and also helping out around here. Easy. What a relief. For a moment there, I really wasn't sure which way it was going to go.
As if there were any doubt.
Pinch me if I'm dreaming, because I swear it's finally happening. The whole of Eorzea committed at last to the liberation of Ala Mhigo. Just give it a minute. We'll get there eventually.
Now that we've dealt with the formalities, we can get back to work. I'm glad you're with us, friend.
Do the same. Da 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 da. I'm a monk, so this is kind of my calling. Just to be safe. Alright. Right then. Mhigo and Mefrid are to be our keepers. Knowing naught of what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Weeble.
Why not both?
Da da da. The Aether Compass may now be used. Yeah, whatever. After you, Weeble. I wonder what Conrad has planned for us.
I leave you in my officer's capable hands, and them in yours.
A split. Let's do Mhigo. A friend of a friend in need. Before she tells you of her mission, Mhigo has a few things she would like to say. Bam, bam, bam.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled out all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies.
Nodders.
And thank you. Now, to business. Commander Kim's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance's leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 more men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention.
Very well. I shall join you in this. General Aldine commands the forces at Castor Morians. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Why don't you just give it to me and I'll teleport?
Great! That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the reach.
Nodders.
Bam, 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 bam.
All right. Mail duty it is.
Bam, 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 bam.
You know, I don't really bother with the Ether Rides and Rogger's Reach because it feels like it takes the same amount of time to get to any of them as it would to just ride there anyway. So, like, why bother? Olger Ironheart.
Have care, my friend. The area beyond is fraught with danger. Well, I'd wager that served to awaken the explorer within you.
What? What is that guy talking about? Unless he can't see anything. He's been do you think he's a spy? Among us? You have no idea how hard it was to fight the urge to unmute during the cutscene earlier. When Lee said Among Us. You have no idea how hard it was to not unmute. They go, Among Us? That joke will never die. Let us defer to Mhigo with regards to the route. While we could just as easily head back the way we came, there could be any number of reasons why we should not. Holy shit, she is tall. Either that or Alize is short.
Got everything you need? Good. Then let us be off.
Man, this music is making me miss my trumpet. The trumpet! Wait, even this music is a vibe. This is like premium sleepy time music. Fuck, now I'm tired. Why have we stopped? Is that a miss?
Wait, you hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials.
Also, where is your escort? Ye gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing.
When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that can mean life or death, be they of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor, wide search pattern divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here.
How the fuck?
It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements.
3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they?
Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west.
Weeble's best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the East Bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. If by best equipped you mean got these hands. Well, they've got little like tiger heads on them, so I guess that's kind of like a weapon. Even though I feel like it would make it less effective. But goddamn, Mikote ears really do pick up everything. What the hell? A foper? I see you. Stop looking at me. It has human feet. Well, sort of. It's like wearing shoes. I think that might be a demon. Surveying. Job done. Something fell through there. But what? It kind of looks like the ring ruins. That, in Tears of the Kingdom. But something definitely fell through here. Long time ago. Interesting. Also a Sarcosuchus. It is a devious fucking crocodile. That is the most mischievous grin I've ever seen on a reptilian. I'm pleased to report that the Empire is short 3 soldiers. Not that any self-respecting legatus would be sorry to lose them. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. I only fought 2. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in a blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. You have also been part of multiple anti-imperial operations. They are no joke. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Signed, sealed, to be delivered. Naga would like nothing more than to continue on to Castermorians. Right. I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. At the top of the water. I love that you can do that. Oh my god, it's Bedman. Circle! I see the circle. What are we looking at? More soldiers? I didn't think they'd come this far west, but better to be safe than sorry. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at the Castermorians were under the command of Flame General Raban al-Din, did you not? By Ralga, the bull of Ala Mhigo himself. I've never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. The man, the myth of the legend. The huge fucking slab of meat. A real handyman in a pinch. Hello, everyone. Boy, Pippin's here. Be careful out there if I were you. Man your size, a beast out there could swallow you whole. And you wouldn't be the first either. Oh my god, a Lalafell that recognizes that I too am a Lalafell? What the hell? I like how he says that as if he wouldn't also get eaten. I returned from a survey of the wall but a moment ago. We've had to recover Pabalimo's personal effects, I am sorry to say, but you may rest assured that we will notify you and yours the moment we do. Thank you, Pippin. I thought I had a sneeze coming on, but I don't. Hello, Browbond.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Mhigo of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Ala Mhigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Ala Mhigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Ala Mhigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from miles around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Never trust a smiling Lalafell. Coming from a Lalafell, we are onto some fucked up shit when we smile like that. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Velodina. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field-tested here, most likely against Alliance forces. Mayhap before the day is out.
Damn it all, more Magitech weapons! That's the last thing we need!
Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and one or two support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future development. Deployment, even.
And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry.
It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go up to war with the Empire. But you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone.
And you are going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our resistance allies will take them from behind. Hey, yo. You got a bunch of rogues?
Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you?
Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plans anon.
Yippee.
And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. Bro, I get to blow up a big robot? Obviously, I wanted that. Are you fucking kidding me? Bam, 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 bam. Anyway,
Meeting just started, so I gotta go press the button. Gotta go press the button. Hey, shut up.
returned. Alrighty. To war we go. Fate has a way of leading one into the most unexpected alliances, does it not? Prototype Magitech armor, eh? This may prove a challenge. Nah. I've got F already ready. Best served with cold steel. Rao Bonding knows exactly what he would like you to do.
We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall. But that's all about to change. And when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation. But from that look, I see it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. For Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you.
Dab. Dab. Why is there no dab emote? Devs. Devs. Stop adding different consumption emotes. I don't want to eat pizza, I want to dab.
Enter this spot on your map. Right here, The patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, and rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Weeble.
Ba-da-bam, ba-da-bam.
You know what to do. Be messy, be loud, and rejoin us when you've finished.
Well, we will have flames and adders with us for this operation. The Maelstrom and the Temple Knights will wait in reserve at the castrum.
The Flames Ride.
Are you a flame? Yes. You're wearing black. It marks you as a flame. Ba-da-bam, ba-da-bam, ba-da-bam. The music just makes me so sleepy. Doesn't help that I'm already tired. I think I've already said that. What are you looking at, Leshy? Oh, man. Let me take a drink before we go. Hydrated. Everybody. All right. Let's go. Oh, wrong button. God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Alright. Wait, I just fucking realized. I just realized the problem. This button, the sensor button, is my target closest foe button. Alright, I need to change my... I need to get rid of that button. There we go. That's been the problem. When I bound that button, I forgot that I had it as my 14 button. I need to get a stream deck so that I have something like the press instead of having to use my function keys. Yo, nice hat.
Is anyone out there? Can anyone hear me?
Deal with the bear yourself. My information was inaccurate, it would seem. The patrol never came. We've been had.
Going to plan then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Velodina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive.
I will leave it as it is. Proceed. Go. This fucking clown.
For us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once.
Surprise.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
Round 2, you dork. Let's fucking do this. Greenawad, I love this guy.
Starters, Flames, deal with the escort. Leave the armor to Weevil.
Nope, then I will focus on the armor.
Bugger me, is that General Altin? A chance to get my revenge on Weevil and test our new weapons and kill an Alliance commander.
Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. One would almost think he'd harbored a grudge against you, Weevil. Whatever did you do to him?
Hurry up and kill the bastard! We've got him outnumbered. What are you idiots doing? Give them everything we've got!
There's no end to them. I'm here if you need healing, Weevil. Red Mage, baby.
Gotcha.
Jesus. Alright, I got him.
Keep it up, lads. That thing won't last much. Take much more.
Enough. We've secret weapons of great power, don't we? Let's bloody well use them.
On your guard, people. He's up to something. Wonka?
Damn it all, haven't we got anything else? More armor or weapons or something?
More of them. I'm going to have a word with our scouts. Loose. I'm off the buttons. There we go. Jesus. Right. What the hell is that? What is that? Oh my god. Everything is fucking exploding. Can't be happening. Not again! I guess we ran out of voice acting. He fights and runs. What the? Who the hells are you lot? Resistance, baby. For Ala Mhigo, let none escape. There's no running this time. We have them now. Forward! Forward! You think you'd won, eh? Then we go together! Self-destruct sequence initiated. 60, 59, 58. 7 L's. There's no time to get to safety. We must disable it before it blows. Kill it. Ba-da-bam-bow. Close. No, 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 my secret weapon! Megalo. Loser. Dumbass.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
The guy even looks like a clown.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to Ala Mhigo. Yeah! Yeah!
Yippee! That's a pretty big victory, too. That guy seems like an officer of some import. Well, well, well. Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The bull of Ala Mhigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. It was Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I am grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle. Mhigo, I leave the Scions in your care. Why do they got bird hats on? We shall return to the castrum then. Weeble, Mistress Leviure, once more you have my thanks. As Mr. Kemp said, until the next battle. Bam, bam, ba-da-da-dam, bam, bam, be-da-be-dim, bam, bam. Hell yeah. Always feels so good to kick the shit out of Garleans. That brute of an Imperial officer was a force to be reckoned with, wasn't he? A fool, mayhap, but he held his own against the Flame General. I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. Oh, no, please. Please, sprinkle on more praise.
I need it. Let fill your hearts with pride. Mhigo is ready to return to Rhalgr's Reach.
Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach.
Oops. To the Reach. Rhalgr's Reach. Hey, this person is still here. Right, this is an actual good time to use the Ethernet. See? It actually helped this time. Look at that.
Thank you.
The tale will be need to spread far and wide if it is to help the resistance draw new recruits. Fortunately, Mhigo is eager to see to that. They don't have anything to say about any of that. All right.
You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day.
Aye, that they will. For it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our land. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action. But the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Ha! To think the last time Gardanian troops trod the soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War. And that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that, despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future.
Well said, Commander. Which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners. Just you wait and see. Weeble, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance.
Welcome. Hey, thumbs up, baby.
Boom, boom. The tale of our victory in East End will be known to every Ala Mhigan, from the fringes to the peaks when I am through. You'll see.
Nice. All right. Well, we got one more to do. We got one more guy to do. That's Mefred, which we will do in a minute. Because we've been going for 2 hours. I think it's time for a break. So, get up, walk around, stretch your legs, all that good stuff. And we will be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, you all ready? I've got like another hour and a half in me. So let's get back to work, shall we? Time for the Mefford quests. Let's begin. A familiar face forgotten. Mefford cannot help but wonder if you remember who he is. Aren't you? Were you one of the guys that was hiding or hanging out in Gridania? The guy that was poisoned? At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again here, of all places. Though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Of course I remember you. I'm impressed. Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in the quarry mill. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to little Ala Mhigo while Garlean was recovering. Gundabald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in little Ala Mhigo. Others went to Ul'dah for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Garabania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Oh, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'd be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow. Boom. All right. To the peaks it is, then.
We're going where Lise is from, oh my gosh.
If you're looking for the tunnel to the peaks, it's right this way. Ita and I were born in Alagana, though I can't say I remember much about it. I also don't remember much about the town I was born in. To be fair, it's kind of a shithole. But so's everything. So, you know. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission from Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, that shouldn't take more than a moment. I forgot his voice already. I've forgotten everyone's voice. My mind is slipping. There are more villages there than out here. But also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. Way's clear. After you, Weeble. Alright, follow me. After we do a minion swap. Run! It's a fucking Dawnberry. Evil.
I remember the peaks of Garabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
You know it would have been less suspicious if you just let us walk out of the glamour instead of dispelling it with a big ol' red light? No one would have noticed us coming out. But someone definitely saw that glamour dispel. Hello, welcome back, DJ Knight. How are you? Welcome to the peaks. We're on our way to Alagana. This wasn't the work of the Garleans, but of Theodoric. His army massacred the monks here decades ago. By the time the Black Wolf arrived with his legion, it was already a ruin. We have glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. Where the ruins are further glamoured. I see. I see. All right. Following Mefrid. Yerobanian Hornbill. That's not a horn, that's an axe. You can't call it an axe bill because there's already an axe beak. What the fuck? Terrifying. The Akrabuamelu. Freaky creature. Flutterini? That is straight up Pokemon. Flutterini is like the most Pokemon name I've ever heard. God, just look at that tower to the southeast. How long did it take them to build it? That one? That one. Made two. Honestly, the Empire seems to just be able to throw up structures like that really quick. They build it with robots. And it's very impressive. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. That's that bridge? I believe so. I love Ala Mhigo architecture. I've already said this, but it does look very South Asian. Chapuli. Such a cute name for such a terrifying creature. The Death Grasshopper. We call it Chapuli. I didn't want to talk to him, I wanted to talk to Lisa. No, my dialogue! It's fine. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffins' promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana had lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffins' betrayal, they may be more suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance. And rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I know it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You may as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We need a good deal more circumspect than that. We need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Others? We're going to have to convince them to fight. I bet they've given up. Couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. My memories are hazy at best. I don't think I even lived where I was born. The prodigal daughter. Mefrid would like to introduce you to the village elder. The prodigal son. Prodigal daughter. Ragnfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Another Frid. Ba-da-bam. Ba-da-bam. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Brigard. Unable to talk to you. Sorry, Brigard, you don't exist. Angry Curl? This here's the leftovers. Dusting, gravel, and the like. Us too, you might say. We've shaped the peaks, and they've shaped us in turn. This is a huge man. Lift with your knees. Stand straight up. Come on, get your fingers under it, bud. You're gonna hurt yourself. Hey, Ragnfrid. The elder, I hear. Don't know you, traveler. Are you a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, elder. And sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you've come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time, cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god. And they demand 1/5 of what we've got left. I hate the bastards, with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now, leave us be, and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half of our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too. My home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait. I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext. And I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralga, last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive. And I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. And my sister never will. Lots of others won't either. And that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Do what you will and say what you like. You will find no recruits here. Just you watch. Minion swap. A boat! It's the first minion. Baby's first minion. Maybe if we help out a whole lot, we'll get a little bit of interest. Wait, they live in the side of the mountain? Sick. Awesome. We didn't come here to fight. I hope I haven't made a mess of things. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we are to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Nodders? Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Complete. We do have a couple missions. One from Angry Curl, and one from Griseldis. Start with Angry Curl. Death by 1,000 rocks. Angry Curl regards you with suspicion. A new phase in Alagana? Huh. What would you ask of me then? You want to join the rebellion, or is there anything I can help? A stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I'd expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Look at me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Ended. Ended. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? You got it. Right then. Frightened Girl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. You have to understand. Bada-bum, bada-ba! The Unibig Griseldis I'm off to acquire. Leftovers. The most powerful of healing items. Just feed it to your Pokemon, right? Leftovers is like a heal every turn, right? The music of this expansion has been phenomenal. By the way, also this thing is terrifying. It's got like mushroom cheeks. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-da-dum bum bum. Alrighty. All the way over here. In Grim and End. Really is the Grim and Ended, rather. It really is the grim end of the world, though. Oh, it's like a mining camp. Hey, Jigger Basin. One sec. Cooking up a tasty stool to fuel our friend Glorian over there. I'd help him by taking up a big axe myself, but we'd end up with more stone than we could ever sell. There just isn't that much demand for it nowadays. It's all about that metal, baby. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. Are we smuggling metal? Interesting. They're in my pocket. There's actually one to take back to Alagana over there. Have you brought a pack bird? My pack bird. Away, Quentin! Away! Away! All right. Back to town. Back. Whoa. Light. Casting a shadow. Bum, 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 bum. That is very pretty. With the sun coming up through the mountains. Very pretty. One second. My awning has begun. Told you I only had like an hour left in me. What the fuck is that thing? I'm leaving. It is weird and confusing and scary. Here you go. Alright, the new phase. You have my leftovers? Unconscionably heavy sacks. You load 10 and 6 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Hey! Another day older and deeper in debt. Ha, well, I'll be. You actually went and bought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes got good deposits. Tain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plotting quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side, to bundle up and sell to the settlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living, and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even. If he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if he were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That we know why you're here. And that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. I understand. Everybody that could lose already has. Everyone that could stand to lose something already has. What the hell? Fuck whatever I'm talking about. I don't remember acquiring this guy. Where the hell did you come from, Mr. Paisa Patissier? This here's the leftovers. Oh, you've already said that. But they're acquiring saltpeter. Not metal. It is used for gunpowder. What the fuck? Hard country. Griseldis is here, but her mind is elsewhere. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. You got something need doing? Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out, too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. Need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. That's a fucked up tea ingredients, but I'll do it. Eh? You'll go and get some for me, just like that. You needn't trouble yourself so. Oh, no trouble at all. No expectations of aid, mind, but if you happen to pass through the last forest and stumble into some chapulis and hornbills, oh, don't you worry. I'll be right back. Chapuli. Shove my fist up its ass. Ba-da-boom. Dun 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 dun. The hornbills were down here. Boom boom. Digga-dum, boom, boom. Digga-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Sneak attack! All right. Back to Griseldis. Bam, 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 bam. Good, that's good to hear. That was a very delayed response, DJ. DJ Knight. That was like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana? I got your chapuli horn, makes a fine medicinal tea when ground into a fine powder and mixed with other ingredients. And a hornbill talon makes a fine medicinal tea. Here you go. Oh, I never meant to... I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're the Resistance, right? Suppose there's no reason not to tell you, then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time. So I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. And then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me for a rebel, or so they said. Not that it'd have made a difference if I fought back. Knew what a lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you. But beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Damn. That's fucked up. These people have been through hell. I'm not even done much today and I'm already knackered. Sometimes this village just saps the life out of me. You look like you're dying. Damn! Anyway. A life more ordinary. Mefford is hard at work trying to win over the villagers of Alagana. Ah, there you are, Weeble. They've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl? Assuming they remember her, that is. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Why don't you go and see how Lise is getting on? I'll join you in a few. You're talking to cynical youth. With one hell of a hairstyle. Despite all the poverty, these guys have a lot of time to style their hair. He doesn't give a shit. Sorry to tell you, Lise, I don't think he cares. No, I didn't mean to... And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Hello? Is there a problem? Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. That went well. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Ala Mhigo. Let's go and find Mefrid. I mean, I'm sure he heard that. He's right over there. He's like right on the other side of the tent. At least he was. He moved. I didn't know they could do that. You mean to tell me you have legs? Alright, resistance huddle. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but... Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd have never met Weeble or the rest of you. And we might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Hey, go get your spirits back. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. God, the Tributum and bloody Radman, they... Damn it all. You there. Take a deep breath and tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kakiran attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came, and... Listen, Rekrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? If the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead. We've got to get after them. If there's even a chance our brother is still alive, we have to try. Otters? You are ready to give up. But we won't. We never do. We can save him if we hurry. Come on! You've got to hurry. The gods only know what they could be doing to him. You shouldn't get our hopes up like that. Everyone knows the Ratmen eat their prisoners. Bitch, watch me. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. Let's go. The color of angry Kakiran. Mefrid understands that you must act quickly in order to save Rekrata. So, Rekrata's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kakiran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Off we go. Ba-da-boom. See you later, loser. We're gonna go save the day. Byron's Bread? There's a bread store? Oh, to the upside down pyramid. Of course. It seems like a very risky thing to build. But build it they did. Hey there, you little Jawa-looking freak. Wah! He's a man-eater. So, there we go. Rekrata. Rekrata. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Yeah, on the top of the ziggurat. That makes sense. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat.
Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat.
We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Oh boy. Here I go killing again. Thought you said there'd be no challenge. I also said there'd be a bloody host of them. Hello, Rammen. I pressed the wrong button. Wah! Pathetic. See you later. Catch me up the ramp. I'll be going way too fast for you guys. All right. Well, Krata, I'm here to save you. Do not worry, friend. Oh my god, he lived. Bam, 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 bam. You are saved, my friend. By Ralga, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Hello. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be all right. My sister? Oh, Ralga be praised. She's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me. To think that there's still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Kagiran return in force. You still have the tributum. Oh gods, the tributum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now in your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. Gotta go. We cannot be seen with them. They're going somewhere we cannot follow Lise. Unlike him, are barely considered people under Imperial rule. On? They're to work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement. And as for your women folk, well, yeesh. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Bam, bam, bam. Time to go save them from the Empire, probably. The Black Wolf's pups. Lisa's never been one to ignore her conscience. Listen, Weeble, Nephrid, I think we need to go after Wakrata. Wait, you'd better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. Let's go. Bum, bada, bum. I'll get there faster than both of you. Whee! Up. A soiled sack. It's a shit bag. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. Damn. The shit bag was useless. Rotting vegetables? Nothing of interest. Other than that, the implication that there might be kobolds around here as well. More rat folk. Withered flowers. Nothing of interest. Hey guys, I'm not finding a lot around here. I don't see anything from above either. Wait. A chocobo feather. There we go. Now we're cooking. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. A bokupo. Any luck? Feather. A chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from where Krata's bird. In which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Or I can just fly. Like so. He went this way. I do not see him, though. Can they really see us all the way up there in that tower? Yeah, they probably have, like, cameras or some shit. Right? Any minute now, I expect he'll come down, thundering round the bend, and... Hear that? Into cover, quickly now. Get down, Mr. President! Yo, those guys look kind of awesome.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lys. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Ala Mhigans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. he gets to go home. We should do the same.
What was he carrying on the chocobo then? I thought the tributum was on the chocobo. I guess it was just the package. But damn. So we have local collaborators. Awesome. Can't wait to kick the shit out of them. We could have done something instead of just letting it happen. I'd heard the commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Based? Homeward Bound. Love that movie. Mefford has no wish to linger unnecessarily. Werkrat is alive, and the tributum's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Alagana and tell Ragnfrid that his man's got the job done. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Bent Frond? Alright, well, that's probably as best as we can do for these people without outright liberating them now. Good luck with that. It's a big fucking tower. I'm strong. I'm not that strong. Hey, Ragnfrid. How you doing? We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Wakrata told me everything. How you fought with the Kakian and saved his life. For all the good it did him. We saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. Aye, I reckoned you could. Everett's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Rhalgr you did not, because it would have not have ended with them. Wakrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive. And that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. It's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Elise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was as stubborn as an ox, too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. I'm assuming die. I knew Curtis when he was younger. Golden locks and piercing blue eyes. When I finally looked into hers, I thought once she was his. Well, she took it better than I anticipated. Which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's all right. One hell of a name. Now where in the seven hells did he go? Are you playing hide and seek? My brother over there is on the lookout for nasty people. Not really sure what he plans to do if one does happen to appear. I believe in you, kid. Where's Rekrata? Is Rekrata here? Gerbert? Rekrata? No? Hello, old lady. Carl. Carl? Where'd Rekrata and his sister go? Whatever. Ah, there's our stray. Maybe you should take the lead in this, Weeble. Please? Doing okay? No. That was one hell of a sigh. You are super depressed. Sorry about running off like that. Ala Mhigo's terrorizing their own. Just can't accept it, you know. No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day. After day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Rekrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran. And that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. Not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village. But when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Rekrata. But you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. Welcome aboard. You're asking to join the Resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... if your heart bleeds for Ala Mhigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Rhalgr's Reach. More friends. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Hell yeah, positive result. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Return.
Oh, my boy. This joke is what all true warriors strive for. Well. What do we have here? Time to talk to Conrad. Ranulf. Maddled. I wonder if you could find... He's not named, so probably not. Another friend on the table. If you don't mind, I was thinking of staying here and assisting Mefford with the training of the new recruits. Fine by me.
First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. And it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers. Maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... When, not if. The day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old conscript citizen Garlean Empire. None of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then, I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Weeble, Lise, it's been a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. I'm taking it for myself. Yoink. Thank you for your help in Alagana. I'll admit I didn't have high hopes when we first set out, but the results speak for themselves. Well done. Nice. And unfortunately with that, I think we will have to come to an end, because I do have work in the morning, so we cannot stay up all night again. I am enjoying this. We're at the startup. The environments have been good. The monster designs have been fine. Voice acting's good. Music is great. We're not very far into the story, but I did like the lease side of it. The LSA side was whatever, but the lease side was pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this next week. We'll be back next Thursday. I think after we finish Awakening Sarah, I think I will be doubling up on this to do Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see how that goes. We're a week or two off from that. Anyway, for now, thank you all for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, because I certainly did. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you all later.